So we recently got a question around what to start learning with when you're thinking of entering into Web3. So let's say you're entering from Web 2 to Web 3 and you want to build a career here, or maybe you're a fresh college graduate and you want to build a career in Web 3. What should you start with and what should that learning trajectory look like, right? So we thought we'll answer that in a video, although we have a few dedicated articles on our blog around these topics as well. So CryptoJobsList.com/blog is where you will find dedicated articles, which we'll link in the description below as well for you guys. But kind of a quick take on what you should know when you're thinking about entering Web3 in this video. Let's get started. So number one is, guys, understanding what blockchain is, what DeFi is, what crypto is, the difference between coins and tokens. Right from that to understanding how DeFi protocols actually work, how liquidity pools work, liquidity pairs work, all of those things is kind of more or less a must. And this is a must irrespective of if you're looking to build a technical career or kind of a career in the non-technical side. So marketing, community, all of BD roles. The reason you're expected to know all of that irrespective of what career line you're choosing is because it's crypto, it's blockchain, most of the protocols, it's kind of innovative tech, and you're expected to know these because when you're going to interact with the customers or you're going to interact with your own team, you need to know what you're building, what you're representing, and that's kind of a basic take. Irrespective of what your job is, even if you're applying for accounting jobs, ideally you should know how all of these things work. It's very, very important if you want to build a career in crypto. Number two is understanding the culture in Web3. The culture in Web3 is very, very different than the culture in Web 2. So there's also kind of a quick way to actually understand the culture, and that's to understand the slang, the colloquial language that exists in Web3. We do have a dedicated blog post on this as well, where we've highlighted kind of 44 different slangs or most commonly used slangs. A great example actually would be NGMI, not gonna make it. GM, good morning. CT, which is crypto Twitter. WAGMI, WAGMI, which is we all gonna make it, right? All of these things, they matter a lot because this is how a lot of people in Web3, like Web3 natives, talk. And if you can't talk and interact with these guys successfully, it's going to be very difficult to build a career in Web3. And it's how it is. Like when you're visiting a different country, when you're visiting a different place, you're expected to interact with these people by understanding where they're coming from. And the quickest way to understand where somebody else is coming from is to actually understand their language. The slang, is the language of Web3. So understanding that and understanding blockchain is going to form the core of your Web3 career. Now, based off of that, depending on what job you want to apply for, there are going to be different things that you're going to need. If you're applying for a Web3 marketing career, if you're wanting to build a career in, let's say, business development, you're going to need those specific skills for those jobs. So if it's Web3 development, you're going to kind of expect it to know, let's say, JS, which is JavaScript, or as well as Web3 frameworks. But also apart from that, if you want to be a smart contract developer, for example, you're expected to more or less understand Solidity and kind of the complete ins and outs of how Solidity works, how smart contracts work. It's marketing, you're expected to know how Twitter really works because crypto Twitter is a big thing in Web3, right? So there are going to be job specific skills which are usually more or less transferable from Web 2 to Web 3 with a little bit of tweaking depending on which role you are in. So that's kind of a quick summary of what you will need to get started in Web3. Make sure to go through the articles that we've linked in the description below. They will take you in a lot more detail and depth with examples of what you'll need in crypto and Web3. If you found some value in this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for a lot more content coming up for you guys.